It's the Mixt Nutz Clothing News podcast this week with Patrick.
Good afternoon.
Thenjiwe.
Hello.
And Quincy.
Yay!
Right, it's a lovely day for Mothering Sunday, but only in America. You guys, did you celebrate or do you understand it's not Mothering Sunday in the UK?
I was panicking then. I thought I've missed it again. I keep missing Mothering Sunday. I didn't
All,
realise.
all you got to do is remember Mothering Sunday is International Women's Month in March.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, that's how you
But
do it,
that's
yeah.
the UK one.
That's the UK one, yeah.
I celebrate both because I'm from South Africa. We celebrate the American one in South Africa.
Oh, so you have the-
and
right.
then being here, I celebrate the one here.
So you want two presents?
Yeah. that's-
I get a lot of presents
Because you're
because
a mom.
anyone who's ever played with my babies must give me a present on Mother's Day.
Hang on. So not just your son. You're getting loads of people to give you gifts.
Well, if you've ever played with my I expect a present on Mother's Day. I don't care if you are married now with 4 kids. I've been your
The fact that
mother.
you said that means that someone mature.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
God. Can we...
This is a family show.
There you go. Beans, some flowers. So,
Well,
does that mean-
to be honest, I do prefer. I like older men. I can't do anything with you guys. I love my men old.
Do you like them in their 60s? Do you like the new Pope?
How old?
Yeah, you probably-
How old is old?
When you talk about what's old to you?
I like pension old, no living relatives. And you know what's good with older men? Because
Yeah.
they're not going to cheat on you. But
Yeah.
by the time you start losing your looks, he's lost his sight. He's not going to be looking at other women.
I like the older lady.
What?
Yeah, I like grandmothers.
Yeah, they're good. They've settled down.
Yeah.
But getting back to older men, the Pope. do you
No,
guys-
but hang on, Dish. This podcast is going out to the local old people's homes. They're loving this. The old people's home, they're like rubbing. They're going, "Oh my God, I'm going to cop off here."
So yeah, the Pope was just passed. With someone that is that?
There's a new one.
That's my
Yeah, I know there's a
type.
new one, but I'm trying to set up as a dead one.
That's my
Thenjiwe there, just like press. Come on.
The new one's an American, isn't he?
That's good. Is that a good thing?
No,
why?
because the favourites were Ghanaian.
Yeah, they
It was,
should
Yeah.
it was 2 black guys.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it?
And yeah, there's even DEI in the church.
Well, that's
I expected.
that's what I thought. Last time we spoke,
Yeah,
we said, we
I
thought,
expected one of the African ones to
Yeah.
do it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, DEI. Trump put it out, and they's like, "We can't give you the job, mate, because
no.
you know what they're gonna say. You know, what I mean, while you're in mid of a mass, you only got this job because
Yeah. Trump turned up. Apparently, he turned up to the voting because he managed to have like a white robe. We don't know where he got it from, but he had he had KKK on it. He just turned up to the vote. But do you know what it is? The new pope is, but the South Americans are claiming him. Peru. Have you seen this? Where the Peru?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're claiming he's South American, which I think technically that's probably better for
Is
him.
he trans?
Yeah, he's transitioning into a South American.
South American.
But people in Chicago have been celebrating that.
Yeah, and he's from the hood side of Chicago as well.
Really?
Yeah, he's from the hood side. He's from the south. Yeah, where they done no, that's Baltimore. Sorry.
Do they get paid?
Do they paid
Like, does the Pope get paid?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
with extras?
They get free Pope mobile. Free,
Yeah. And they get that massive house, but the last pope didn't go in the house.
Why?
Because he didn't want to. He said it was too. He
big.
wants to. Yeah, he wants to be with the people. So he lived in and I really respected that. I thought, but then again, do you know, I'd have done the same as him. I would have gone and stayed in a small place with everyone else, and then Airbnb, the big massive place. I'd
Make
have
the
just
money,
rented out,
make money out of it.
cash it
Yeah.
out. 72-bedroomed house, put it on the old.
I saw a video of an American school in Chicago that was doing their own mock voting for the Pope.
The
That was
Cardinals, yeah.
I wonder what the criteria is though, when you want to find out, because they ain't like they've got like a criminal record. They go for their job. Check your resume.
Well, you
What are
say,
you doing?
you say that, but
Yeah.
have you say that,
committing
Quincy.
a crime and having a criminal record are 2 different things.
Yeah. Oh,
Doesn't mean
good.
they've not
No, you're
committed
right.
crimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't get caught. Witnesses too young to speak. You'd be all
I just
right.
want to know
Yeah.
and the criteria of what kind of questions do they get asked. Like, how did he pick the rest of them? That's what I'm very intrigued. What did he say to like?
Yeah.
Why did
When's
you
the last
ask
time
your Pope?
you said prayers? Like, do you say?
Yeah. Did Did you take any money back, cash back
What do you think it's like?
from the actual kitty
Yeah.
going round?
Like
What the
Britain's
worst
Got Talent.
confession you
Yeah.
Yeah, when they do the offering, innit? It's like, what's your taste buds for red wine?
Oh my God. Would you do it? Would you do it?
No,
No?
Never.
They've never had a female pope.
no, I
Don't think
wouldn't do
that's.
it.
And they're not allowed?
Don't think that's allowed.
No, it's not allowed.
What?
No.
Not yet.
Yeah, they'll change it.
They'll
Well,
change.
there's rules like there's new rules for people becoming UK citizens. You've got to know the language. Do you know everyone in the UK knows their language, don't they?
And they never they never told you. They never specified what language.
They said English, but the good
said
thing
English.
is if they do that, I wish they could just get everyone, absolutely everyone, out of the UK and to come back in. You must do
Yes.
this English test. There'll be no one in Liverpool.
Brilliant. Yeah, exactly. Liverpool, Manchester, Glasgow. Gee, Glasgow. Glasgow will be living on the Isle of Man. They're like swimming here.
And it's got to be of A-level standard. When's the last time, who does an A-level?
Yeah. Exactly. I think
A-level standard.
GCSE
Who's
was
going to
the-
check that if someone... since I left school, I've lied on my applications.
Oh, yeah.
That I've got A's and stuff.
Nobody
Yeah, 'cause nobody
checks.
checks.
No one checks.
How would you be able to? See, we're from a generation, you can't Google it. There's no our records. Can you imagine if they Google Quincy? You'll just go, yeah, he's been at the backyard. Well, yeah, he's got an A there. Thenjiwe, if you've got anything on that, you can't Google you.
I ain't gonna lie to you, there has been a couple of times where I've called up my local council and it's someone whose English hasn't been good. It's frustrating, especially when you're trying to fool the system.
But it should be better for you then. The one thing I don't like when it comes to affirmative action is now they have too many immigration officers that are black.
It's so true.
It's making it so difficult for me to continue using my uncle's passports. Because they know us.
And you know
Yeah.
it's true.
I like the white racist one who can't tell the
The big
difference
guy, yeah,
between
yeah,
black
yeah.
people.
It's
brilliant.
it is weird because when you go to the airports and you look at the immigration officer,
Yeah.
you're like, hang on a minute.
Hang on.
I want to see your papers. I want to check your papers.
Yeah.
Well, they're English.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing, innit? It must be weird, innit, when people come here, especially at Heathrow, because that's got a massive Asian population that are working there, and it's great,
Yeah.
innit? Just, oh, well,
Do you know what I do when I go past Heathrow Gatwick? I look at the people of colour and I say, how do you feel telling me your people? Do you really feel good with yourself?
that is funny, yeah.
Yeah,
As
that's
they let me go again.
I remember in, yeah. Do you ever get stopped? You must get, I stopped, yeah, it's mental. I got stopped.
I'm always randomly stopped. Like I go to the airport prepared for it.
But which passport? You must have dual.
I've got dual, yeah.
Yeah. I did it. I got stopped. I think it was Turkey, and it was, and it was so funny because we were going there doing gigs, and and there was a guy. I can't remember who it was, but I think it was an American guy and someone else, and they were panicking. They were going, "Oh my God, we always get stopped going in because they don't like the Americans." And I went, "All right, okay." And then they went straight through. Then they stopped me, and I went, "What you stopped me for?" These are the ones. And then the guy stopped me, and he went, "Okay, this passport." And I got an Irish passport as well. He goes, "The Irish passport, it says born Iran." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "How you get the Irish one?" I said, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "Well, because my dad's side, Irish." And he went, "Okay." He said, "Because my wife, I'm trying to get her one." That is a true story. And I remember the American guy, one of the Americans, the promoter, and he was looking over, and they couldn't hear what was going on. And he was like, I was there for about 10 minutes, and they were going, "What happened? Are you all right?" Because we just saw the guy leaning in, and we thought
getting in
they
trouble.
thought you were going to get taken away and everything. And I went, "No, this guy's."
I've been there before with Dubai. I got pulled over. I was with Adam Bloom.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Otis. And and I got pulled out. They went through. They pulled out, and then the immigration officer literally put me in this room. Before the room, there's like chairs in it. I was with two other black guys
Oh God,
sitting there. And they looked at me like to say, like, we're in this together. And I said, "What's your names?" And then they couldn't talk English. And I'm like, "Mate, you're on your own." I spoke proper English.
That's it.
Mate, you're on your own, son.
that's
I'll be a black, but I ain't like black.
And Dubai is hard.
Yeah.
They did stop me in Dubai and asked me how, because my passport, I traveled with my British passport, but it says born in South Africa. And they asked me that same question.
Same, why,
How did you get a British passport? I said it was sexually transmitted.
Oh,
I smell my breath.
You got that with a Mother's Day card, flowers, chocolates,
And boobies.
passport. Yeah, boobies on it. You just don't Thenjiwe's
in.
passport.
Yeah,
It just
boobies
looks like
come
a
out.
pop-up one. Yeah.
Well, finding the difference is hard. Have you seen my AI puppy, anyone?
Yeah, God, you saw that video that came out. It's terrifying because you saw it where the little puppy and
It's so real.
Yeah, and the worrying thing is, it's terrifying because this is how fast it is advancing. Because look, in the future, not even 2-3 years time, everyone's gonna have an AI puppy because it looks real. Then how will it? When you're gonna stop people from going? Do you know what? In fact, let's just have AI kids because you don't need to have a real kid.
Yeah.
Let's have an AI wife, a husband, whatever.
I want an AI housekeeper.
Yeah.
So is this the ones I've seen footage of going down some escalator and some person's got a load of puppies? Is it they AI?
No. I think you're
What show is that?
No, I think the one you're looking at was the one where it's an AI spoof and they've made it look like their puppy.
Okay.
This is an actual real
An actual
AI.
one you can have in your house.
So it's like a little puppy,
AI.
like a pet. Yeah, but it's a robot. It's just a robot.
it's a robot.
See,
but,
that's how they're starting to get us in. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
iRobot 3. AI puppy, you know.
Yeah. Oh God.
you know what I would like to do I need to find someone who's good in technology. Have a puppy, but instead of barking like a dog, I want it to meow like a cat.
Oh
and
yeah,
take it
to
everywhere.
freak people out.
So how do you like tell it to sit? Just like control alt delete.
Yeah, it starts biting the postman. You like that? Try to shove a charger up its bum. Like you're just trying to reach.
F5.
Yeah. And then it'll be much cleaner. Around the house there'll be like loads of little batteries when it's having a dump. It'll just poo out little batteries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could have it. Could you have pets in the house? Oh.
No.
Well, there's a lot of good things with advancements. There's this in the news. They're testing out the weight loss drugs to see which ones are the good ones because some of them are pretty amazing. Have you heard about the Zempics and stuff like that?
Do you know what? Doesn't beat crack. Have you seen crack and heroin? You lose the most weight with crack and heroin.
My
I don't
goodness.
take it, but what I've seen of crack and heroin addicts, they lose weight quick.
Yeah.
There isn't a drug out there what can beat heroin or crack.
Yeah. Cheaper than
We don't condone it.
Yes.
If you want to lose
say,
weight
yeah, Mixt
fast,
Nutz.
date my ex-husband.
Yeah.
So,
If you want to lose weight fast, date my ex-husband.
Oh no, that's terrible. It is. Yeah, but you know what's
No
weird?
side effects.
No side. Yeah. No, but this is the weird thing, right? That is massive at the moment. Zempic, loads of people. It's just a trend. It's a phase that people are going for. Right, let's buy this thing because I remember 6 months ago, a year before that, it was the opposite. People were going, oh, I want a bigger bum. I want a bigger. They want to put weight on, and it's just the next trend like this. And I always used to think, if you want to get a big bum, don't spend money on medicine or injection. Just go to Greg's, spend like £6 a day. But then it's the same.
But then
with
you gain weight in the wrong places.
Really, yeah.
In Greg's and Witherspoon's for a week.
You'll have a bum here, everywhere.
Yeah. 3 bums.
God, yeah. But I wouldn't take medicine though for losing weight, would you? I mean, you're all healthy, yeah. Yeah.
It's the best way.
Yeah. Don't need
I
that.
lost the quickest weight coming out of a relationship. With someone, my ex-girlfriend, she finished the relationship. That's when I lost weight. When you're in love with someone,
Right.
and it ends like before you do it, you lose weight. I had no appetite.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No
God.
appetite. I was grieving for about 15-20 minutes.
You can either have no appetite 15 to 20 minutes.
I was
lost
thinking,
weight.
Speaking of tumultuous relationships, the biggest rivalry ever, India-Pakistan. That's come to peaceful end. Isn't that good? Good news.
Or judging by, I'm a massive cricket fan, so that's,
I immediately thought of cricket.
I did, yeah. I did.
because of the eye
so
barrier,
it's peace talks, but they've gone in for tea.
Brilliant. Oh my.
Yeah. It's quite funny. It's not funny, but it's quite ironic listening to British Asians at each other with British colonial accents.
Yeah.
So Birmingham
Oh, God.
Indians
And Leicester and all that,
arguing
where
with
they argue, yeah.
Birmingham
Pakistanis,
Pakistanis,
yeah.
And like Cockneys, Asians. Mate, you coming over here, you Kashmir low, mate, salt it. How you like it a minute?
And then imagine you turn around and went, no, you sort it. And then, no, actually, you're all right. You crack on. They'd last 2 minutes there, wouldn't it, if they had to go to Kashmir and sort it out?
I just like, it's hilarious just going in there and just arguing each other, and then after all that, they're like, that's 29p then.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think you've got to go back to the old school. And I think the only way to sort this out is always take away the nuclear weapons, because that's just stupid. That's great.
Yeah.
No one wins with that. What you got to do is you get your best Pakistanis, you get your best Indians, and do a massive kabaddi. Just get them in the middle. You get your best players, best of 5, and then if it's a draw, you get Trump just to come in and he'll sort it out.
Explain to the rest of the world what kabaddi is. Does anyone know? Does Thenjiwe know what kabaddi is?
You know what kabaddi? You don't know what kabaddi is? You know what kabaddi is?
A baddie.
No, kabaddi, the game, kabaddi.
Yeah, when they slap each other.
Yeah, and they have to grab each other. So you basically have, you might have 5 each side, and then what you do is you send your best one in, and he has to try and go to get in, and he has to certain slap.
It's a happy slap.
When you said 5 aside, I thought football.
No.
It's an Asian happy slap.
Yeah.
It's what it basically is. It's like, do you get a happy slap? I mean, what kind of game do you play in South Africa, man? You never got a happy slap like across your forehead and back of your neck when you was growing up.
Must have done South
We
Africa.
had guns. We had
Could you imagine kabaddi in South Africa?
Yeah.
Right.
Game finishes too quick.
Yeah, it's over in about a second.
What? Oh yeah, but I agree with that. And they should, if they to unite, they should. What's that movie? It was the Asian movie back in the day. Oh, it's hilarious.
East is East.
East is East.
East is East.
That's
Gandhi. Wow.
Gandhi.
Oh yeah, that Gandhi film back in the day.
I know what happens in Ghana. East is East.
East
Like
is
if you,
East,
the Indians and the Pakistanis just do a East is East free.
Yeah, get them to. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah,
Get them
just
to
East
cook.
is
You
free.
guys are talking about peace, and I'm just thinking food, because every time I hear India, I'm thinking
food.
Indian food. Yeah,
You like Indian
I
food?
love Indian food. Yeah.
Are there
Really?
good Indian
Especially your
restaurants
food.
in South Africa?
Well, I come from Durban. We're basically the capital city of India, so
Really?
Oh, really? Because there's a big Indian population.
big in Durban. So
But
yeah.
what's the traditional South African food? It's more like plantain, more like grilled. It's more, isn't it? It's not as spicy as Indian food, is it?
We do spicy food.
But not traditionally, though.
And
Would it be?
The grills, the meat.
Braai, but that's not really traditional, because we have different tribes, so we
Yeah.
all cook
Right.
different
Yeah,
food.
you wouldn't be able
But
to.
we want to know
yeah.
what you eat.
No,
What's-
you
what's
have
your
to come to
tradition?
South Africa. I can't, because you guys will start opening restaurants and selling.
Yeah.
You'll do a Jamie Oliver.
I'm
And I
taking my
remember when
chances.
Jamie was
Oh, yeah.
selling a recipe for jollof rice.
Oh yeah,
really?
yeah. Oh
I'm
god,
taking
yeah.
my taking my chances, yeah. Being black woman, is it chicken involved?
Sometimes. Most of the time. All the time.
If you didn't have chicken, what would you eat?
Yeah.
What would you eat if you couldn't have chicken?
We eat all sorts of meat. We eat a lot of beef.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Goats, but we don't eat goats like here. Like you'll never go to a
currently.
butcher and get goat, because goats for us is a sacrificial animal.
Really? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Oh.
Why are they
like a cow.
special? Because they're really
Because we
healthy.
believe if you speak to a goat and then kill it will go to your ancestors to deliver your message.
Whoa, that is deep. That's crazy.
I fit him in the puff, mate. Talk to the goat.
Quincy's out to roll up. Yeah.
That's a couple of alcohol
Wow.
spirits.
That is deep. Yeah, I never heard that.
And then
Crazy.
we wear what we call... we
Like
call
the
it
knuckles of
span.
goats, would you?
Yeah.
Like the
The
chain, yeah.
Yeah, the chain.
The chain, right?
Yeah. You get from, like, you cut it from the goat skin.
Like a condom.
No.
That's what it is. That's where condoms come from. Goat skin.
Could you imagine?
Intestines.
God, your ancestors going to find out all about your sexual activities and everything. Can you imagine using goat skin when it...
Do you know that condoms is made out of
It's rubber,
intestines?
isn't it?
You know,
Intestines.
I've never won.
Yeah, that's what haggis is. Haggis is sheep intestines, obviously the meat put inside it. It's basically a condom.
Oh, is it?
But I don't think Durex sell them. I think they use rubber. Quincy's buying this from the restaurant. He's buying them off a market in East London.
Speaking of buying, Trump's at it again. This time he's saying no to any non-American films. He's going to put tariffs on non-American films, so Americans aren't going to see the beauties that are what the English Cockney gangster film. What else is he going to miss out on?
They must also say no to non-American stories because they'll have no industry if they didn't have.
There's no history.
Yeah, there's no history. So they must stop telling our stories as well.
There aren't most films American anyway?
Well, they've been Americanized, haven't they? That's the
Yeah,
problem.
they're being Americanized. That's why they must also stop telling stories from other countries.
Yeah. Well, that was the ironic thing. Trump said the reason he put these tariffs on was because he said he was sick of the movie industry stealing American films, making them outside of America, then selling them back to America. And I thought, what are you talking about? What films? Like you've seen like Cares Gandhi you talked about. I mean, Gandhi, what was that filmed in America, in Philly, or wherever? It was all, there's so many great films that were outside of America. There were, Peaky Blinders.
That's why they were great because they were filmed outside
Yeah,
of America.
outside
Exactly.
But I don't disagree to a point. I mean, to certain areas, if you're going to ban non-American films, just ban the shit ones.
Yeah.
There was a lot of crap.
Oh, yeah.
There's a
Well,
lot of crap out there.
have you ever seen Marvel? I've never watched any Marvel. I don't know what it's about.
Yeah.
But they
You've
film.
never seen a Marvel?
No, but I don't
No.
because I'm an adult. I'm 48. So I'm like, why would I? Like,
Well, let me suck my thumb then.
yeah. Quincy, you better not. I can't believe. No, but it is like, why do I want to watch a film about like some guy that flies off? Like, what was the one?
Superman.
No, what's the
Four.
one where he has the red,
Four.
the red thing, the
Four.
Iron Man or whatever it's called. What's the one that Robert Downey Jr. was in?
Yeah, it's Iron Man.
Iron Man. And I remember seeing a clip of that, and that was all in the desert, which was nowhere near America. That was filmed in a like.
They were selling
in the Middle
arms.
East. Yeah, so that.
To people in the desert.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. Trump's saying that he wants all the films filmed in America. And you go, but you know.
But it's expensive to film in America.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
What's
people
CGI?
are doing it.
They film a lot in Cape Town, in South Africa.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty common there,
expensive.
I think. They're in New Zealand.
Oh,
They do a lot in Cape. It would be too expensive to film everything in America, and also the movie industry is not the same. So he should be careful because we've got a lot of choice when it comes to entertainment.
Now we're saying, ain't like the old days.
Hold on. But have you seen this AI comedy that I've been posting around? What did you think of that?
That was funny. I thought that was funny.
Which was
It
that, the
made me
news
laugh.
clip?
The news clip, yeah.
So I don't know if you saw it. You see it. So it's basically you wouldn't be able to tell it's AI.
I didn't know it was AI.
So it must be real newsreaders, but they're probably from like the
No,
90s.
it's basically
Everything's
one.
AI.
Well, the good news is it's not made by a robot, but it's basically one writer. He scripted it, and he just turned his voice into all those voices that you saw.
But the faces, are they not real?
No,
They're not
created by
real.
AI.
They're not
This
real.
is scary.
I've seen clips of babies doing adult stuff.
Oh yeah,
That's
I saw the Judge Judy baby.
Yeah, the Judge
Yeah.
Judy, I saw
That
that.
was
It's
funny.
brilliant.
I've
Yeah,
seen,
you
I've
seen
seen
that?
some of the boxers like speak, obviously how they speak now.
Yeah.
I've seen
But
like
doing the
baby
face.
Tyson,
That's brilliant.
a Mayweather,
Yeah.
Canelo. So yeah, that's been funny.
That's really good.
So that's
yeah.
that's the future. You guys might be out
With
of a
the
job.
baby Mike Tyson, they didn't have to change the voice for the baby.
No, they kept it. Yeah, you're right. They kept it. It was
I'm glad you said that. Imagine if he saw it. Yeah.
Mike, there was nothing to do with
Yeah,
me.
nothing to do with us.
I was talking about Mike Tyson from Ghana.
Cheeky. Yeah.
Do you guys? Does that fill you with? You could do your own comedies and make your own like Pixar movies with a bit of AI. Does that make you able to? You could come up with some ideas, can you?
Yeah, but I wouldn't want AI to do the thing. I mean, that was great. The one that you sent, the news thing, the funniest thing about that was the actual text, the thing, and that was written by a human. AI would never, even though AI is great at doing the faces, whatever, and the lips, but the actual
You still
words
need
was
someone
human.
who's
Yeah,
funny.
he
You
was
still need
funny.
someone with a funny bone to
Yeah.
work with AI.
Yeah.
But I don't think AI can.
No.
But I want to do an AI course
You want to,
AI.
to understand it better
do
and
an
see how
AI
I
course,
can.
Yeah.
what, to learn the
Course,
skills, yeah. Yeah. But I mean, look,
I was too trying to learn the Windows.
yeah, exactly. Like that. We haven't even
Have you learned WhatsApp?
CGI.
WhatsApp?
Yeah. Yeah, he's always last to the group. Like that, yeah.
Well, if you do, you can get a winner prize given by Qatar. This is the prize they're giving to Trump is a golden plane. Have you heard of this one?
No. What's it
So
called?
basically,
Private jet, isn't it?
yeah, instead
What,
of
made of gold?
Air Force One,
Yeah.
I don't think it's all made of gold, but there's lots of gold in the plane, and Trump's getting it.
Lots of gold. Do you know what? A mate of mine, I haven't seen for about 10 years, 15 years, he was saying he's been like doing whatever, he was investing or something, and he said to me, get gold. He said, you know, the gold has gone mental. He said, whatever you do, just buy gold at the moment. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll have a look at gold. And then, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'll just go and get 60 grand from under the sofa. How much, where am I going to buy gold from?
It happens, I mean, it's true, but
yeah, it's true.
It happens, yeah, but they don't tell you how much it is. Yeah, it's rich people. It's the same thing with crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when crypto was like really up there, I think it's come back now, but I had guys calling me up who lived in council flats.
Yeah, and they've made
behind their rent talking about Quincy. You know, Quincy, yeah, I've got this new scheme. Crypto is really going well.
Yeah,
you asked me to pay your rent last week.
I know exactly.
All you got to do is you've got to spare 15 grand. You can get like 35 million back.
Yeah, exactly. Mental.
Unbelievable.
No, it's crazy, isn't it? I don't know but I think with the I don't know if I invest in stuff like that. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're better off investing. You want a return on something. That's the problem.
I reckon if Trump gets a gold plane, if he sits in it, I reckon he'd devalue it.
You won't be able to see him. He'll blend in. He'll just look like...
Yeah, gold and orange do look similar, don't they?
Yeah.
A gold plane. Do you think aliens and UFOs looking down and think, what are they doing?
What is going on?
What are they doing? I still see you.
And they're probably looking down thinking, I can't believe they're really voting for one of us.
I know, yeah, exactly.
They really fooled us.
Oh my God. Have you heard this, that he wants to run again for more elections? And you know he's not allowed, any president...
It's going to change the law.
But you know he's putting it through.
He's going to change it.
He's changing it, putting it through Congress so that he can run a
again.
third, fourth, fifth. And it went third, fourth, fifth term. Firstly, he'll be 81 when it finishes this second term. Fifth term, that's another 3. He's going to be like 90. He'll be 96.
He's going to break all the records.
He's absolutely. Yeah, but he'll be dead. He literally.
He's in good shape. He's in good shape for a.
No, he ain't.
No, not for.
He's AI. I think he's AI.
Yeah.
He's not in good shape.
Maybe he'll have a clone.
He's got a bum in front of him.
Yeah.
I've seen him sit down and he's like, yeah, mate, he's not good.
It's because he wears them suits. It's like, we can all do that. Like, hide a bit, like with the bagginess. Bloody hell. But that's just crazy.
So he wants to run to 100 years old.
Yeah, he thinks he's going to be... I mean, I love his confidence, but he's just deluded. It's mental.
I believe him. I
You
think
think
they
he
will
could
vote
do it?
for him, yeah.
Really, yeah.
Well, there you go. Vote of confidence. Well, as long as there's a Trump, there's always going to be a Mixt Nutz podcast. Sponsored by T&K. Additional material by Michael Monkhouse. We'll be back next week, and also we are doing live shows, so look out for that in London town. Goodbye for now.
See you later. Bye.